Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jess with That Pixie Planner Life, and today we got some planning to do, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on in my head and why I've been a little quiet. So if you want to see what we're getting into today, stick around because that's coming up right now. Hey PlanneyFAM, welcome back to my channel. And like I said today, we've got some figuring out to do together. As you can see here in front of me, I have not one but two planners, and one of them is completely different. So I don't know how many of you follow me over on Instagram, but I've been struggling with my planners a lot this year. I think I've just been struggling with making decisions in general and sticking to them. Honestly, this has just been like a really draining year so far on me emotionally and mentally, and it's really reflecting in my planning. So I have bounced back and forth between Happy Planner and Passion Planner, as well as different layouts on top of all of that, and nothing seems to be like holding me and grasping me and like making me want to stick to it. I'm just not finding 100% joy in any of these planners. I don't know if it's me. I'm thinking maybe it might be at this point because I just don't know. I don't know what's going on in my head. I do have this here, and this has been like my journaling, like where I write down like all my thoughts and stuff like that. I'm actually really behind with it. I haven't done it in a few weeks. I would like to try and catch up, but the truth is it's journaling and it's hard to catch up in. But as you can see, I haven't decorated in it at all. It's just been totally pen. So that's why I haven't really been like using stickers in this. I don't know. I need to like really I really need to get started on holding myself accountable for this stuff. But anyway, we're getting a little bit off topic. So this is my vertical lined planner that you guys have seen me going back and forth with a lot, and clearly I'm back to it. These are some spreads that I did, and you can see that they're really cute. You know, I do find partial joy, if that's even a thing, in this planner. I didn't use it in June, but if we go back to May, this is where I had left off on our trip. And then I used it in April, and I really liked it in April. So, you know, this one is probably the one that's been most useful for me, but I'm really struggling with the fact that it's not a big. So that's that dilemma. It is August 1st, so we do need to plan in the monthly as well as a weekly. So I think I'm going to do something really different with you guys. Here you can see another planner. So this is a very old cover. This is from a Squad Goals book. Oh my goodness. I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm not really sure how far back it goes, but I took this cover and I combined it with my undated dashboard. And I started using this at the very beginning of January of this year. And I really liked it. The only problem was I hated having to date everything. However, I'm starting to think that the work might have been worth it because I was content. I have put this together. The only things that are labeled are like the little tabs for the dashboards, but this is August, and then this is the weekly page. I'm looking at this and I enjoy this. I like this. I can pull it out. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do here. So I was thinking, since I haven't figured out how I want to finish off the rest of this year, that I would do this with you guys. I do want to pick one of these planners and just stick with them for the rest of the year. I can't keep changing. I hate having inconsistencies and spreads not done, because when I go and do my flip through for you guys at the end of the year, it's going to be a mess, and I don't want that. I think I have struggled so much this year that come 23, I will probably go back to a regular vertical. It's just too much back and forth, and I can create lines if I want to create lines, and it's just going to be a lot easier that way, unless they come out with something that I like desperately have wanted or am in love with. I think that's my plan going forward. But I really need to try and stick to what I have. I did try to go out and find a classic sized dashboard because that was dated, that looked clean like this. And I might still go do that. So if you guys see a classic dashboard in the future, don't be surprised. But I don't have the money right now for it. It's an unnecessary purchase because I do have planners I can't use. And I'm trying not to do that. So my plan is I'm going to plan my monthly in both of these planners, and I am going to plan my weekly in both of these planners. I've got dog hair everywhere, sorry guys. And I am going to obviously speed you guys up. It's going to be a time-lapse video, so that way like this video, because if I did this like regularly, this would be like probably almost a 2-hour long video. So I'm going to time-lapse you through through all 4 scenarios, and then come back at the end and we'll look at all of them together. And then you guys can let me know in the comments what you like the most, and I'll give you my opinion. I am going to try and use the same sticker book for the whole themes, like one for the monthlies and then one for the weeklies, just to kind of get a clearer depiction. Because if I use different stickers and create a whole different theme, you're not going to get the same, what's the word that I want? Comparison. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. You guys all know I've said this many times now. I really wish they would come out with a big vertical line that looks just like this one. Maybe they will, but if they don't, it's okay. That's really my only problem with this, is it's not bigger. If this was a big happy planner, I would have been so content this whole year. So we're going to start with the monthlies, and I will start with the big because it needs to be dated, and then we will move forward from there. So let's just get right into this. Okay, you guys, here is August monthly in the big, and I know it's super simple, but I think it's super cute. It's super fun, and I think doing it this way, I'll be able to kind of recreate something very similar in the classic size, because there's not too many stickers. Because once you put this setup in the smaller planner, in the classic size one, it will be more together, so to speak, and the stickers will be closer. So yeah, I'm hoping this works out the same in my other one. So let's do it. Okay, you guys, so I finished my August monthly, and here is the comparison between the 2 sizes. So I have you zoomed out basically as far as I can, so hopefully you can see most of this. I know you can't see all of it, but this is the comparison between the 2. One thing I will notate, sorry, I'm saying a lot. I'm just thinking, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. One thing I will notate is the big has a lot more white space. So if you're someone who likes a lot of white space, you like to be able, like, it kind of just gives your eye a little bit more of a chance to get to where it needs to go without being distracted, then that is one plus with the big. You just have a lot more room. Another good thing about this is if something comes up during the month that wasn't pre-planned that you want to add into your monthly, you have plenty of space to do that here as well. As you can see, I did almost the exact same layout. Clearly I had to change a couple of the box stickers and some colors around because I was running out. But other than that, I really tried to keep to the theme as best as I could. So that way you guys could get like a really true comparison, and me too, of it. One difference is the washi strip with the big. I only used one strip for both of these. With the big, I put one here and one here, and that was one full strip. With the classic size, one strip got me 3 sections. So that added a little bit more decorative aspect to it, which I kind of like about the classic because you get more with one sticker. The other big difference was over here. So with the classic, if you guys can see that, with the classic size, the sticker takes up most of the sidebar. With the big, it does not. You have plenty more space. And because of this, I didn't have enough room for another one of these full stickers. So I kind of just took this and ran with that and did something to resemble the colors. And I used the clear lemonade sticker, so you still got the sticker. And I used a yellow quote sticker, so you still got a little bit of the black in there. And then I just put the sunglasses off to the side in a different spot. So it's similar, but it's not exactly the same thing. So you can get an idea of what it looks like. Another difference is this is an undated. So I wrote in my monthly up here and I had to write in the numbers, which sometimes can cause a little bit of smudging with the markers or the highlighters. I don't know if you guys can notice that. I can notice it a little bit in some of them, but it's not bad. However, I do like a very clean and sophisticated look in my monthlies. So I really like how the classic looks here because it's dated. Now, I almost thought about highlighting here. I was going to do this one in yellow and this one in pink, but I decided not to. I left it just to kind of give you guys like a different perspective. But other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. I put the same stickers in the same spots as I did in the big, in the classic. I did have to use the gold stickers with this one because I didn't have them in like the regular black and white, which is fine. And they both have like the lines in the middle. So everything else is pretty much the same. The last thing I want to talk about is how differently located things are. If you're someone who likes things closer together, who likes the look of cohesiveness, a classic is great for that. And this is one thing that I really love about the classic monthly is things are more put together, and I really like that. It leaves less room for add-ons or last minute things, but I'm okay with that. It just makes it look more of like one spread, whereas in the big it almost sometimes looks like 2 separate spreads because it's so big and there's so much white space. I also didn't decorate a lot in this. I kept this very simple. Sometimes I go really crazy with my monthly spreads, and that's where a big can really come in handy because you have all that extra space. I am going to rule everything at the end of this video, telling you what my favorites are. But right now, I'm kind of liking both for different reasons. And this is my struggle, you guys. I think I might like the classic a tiny bit more. It does also come together a lot faster because it's less room. Big takes up a lot more time. So now we are going to move on to the weeklies. I am going to work in my big first because it's more space and coverage and I need more stickers for that one. So we're going to close this up for now and move this off to the side. And we're going to bring the big back in and we are going to open to the first page of August. Again, this is an undated, so I do have to go in and date this. I do have number stickers. Sometimes I will use them, sometimes I won't. I'll probably write it in on this one, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Because today is National Planner Day, I really want to do a planning spread with this, and the only planner stickers I have are my Miss Maker, so that's what I'm going to be using for these spreads. And I'll show you really quick the sticker books that I have for it. Okay, so these are the two Miss Maker sticker books I have. This is the old one, and this is actually the accessory book. I've used quite a lot in here already, so I'm not sure how far this is going to go. I might even like take some of these and double side sticky tape them and use them in here. I'm not sure yet, but I have this. These are the older ones, and I'm not sure how well it's going to go with these, but this is the new Miss Maker line. This is the only sticker book I have from this line, and this is the big sticks. So I have to be really careful here because I need to try and save some of the smaller ones that are in here for the classic size planner, because it's going to take up a lot of space really quickly. Those are the two sticker books that I am going to be using, and I just need to find some washi tape, and I think I'm going to go with that minty color because it's in both of these books. So let me see what I got. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the one that I was hoping to use, but it's a lot less mintier than I thought it was going to be. It's very light, so I might have to rethink my washi. Okay, so I have this one. It's floral, but it's colorful, and it does have the same colors that are in this, at least similarly. The only color it doesn't have is that like light blue color, but I feel like it goes good with both of these still, because the only other color I could do is like a gray, but I don't think I want to do that. We're gonna try it, and hopefully it looks good. So I am going to switch you guys back to time lapse. Oh, let's pull these out first. I missed that. I love that. I've been working in my passion planner a little bit, you guys, and I gotta say, I love that. It's refreshing to my soul. All right, so I am going to switch you guys back to time lapse, and we'll get started. Okay, so I am officially done with my first weekly plan with me for August 1st through the 7th, and this is in a big dashboard planner by the Happy Planner, and I think it came out really cute. I think that it balances out pretty well for the most part. The one thing that I am starting to notice, my pet peeve with these dashboards, is they tend to be a little bit clustered. And I don't necessarily love them until after the pen. That's kind of my only qualm with this, but there is a method to the way that I set this up. So for the most part, I think it came out really cute. So now that we have this one done, we can use this as a template and go forward in planning my classic vertical lines. So let's just get to it. Okay, guys, I am finally done. This was definitely a challenge for the ages. So this takes a lot of patience. The sticker doesn't want to stick. This takes a lot of patience, especially if you have kids at home. But I'm done. I have like a stain on this. It's bugging the heck out of me, but there's nothing I can do about it. So we have my two planners, and I'm not sure how much of this you can or can't see. I'll try and like compare because it's hard when you don't have a lot of room. So this dashboard spread clearly has more bigger stickers because it's a bigger planner. So there's more space to use larger stickers, which I love. You guys know that. I have preached about wanting a big happy planner in the vertical lined, but they have yet to come out with that, at least anytime recently. So yeah, so they both have my best this week and happy plan sections. The classic one is over here on the dash, on like the sidebar. And then in my dashboard, I do it in my focus section. So they both have that in there. I also use the washi in both spreads, which I think came out really cute. I really love the washi. Something different, but kind of the same that I did was I wanted to get some like regular box size stickers into the classic vertical lined one. So I ended up using these ones that were in the old Miss Maker accessory book. They had like numbers for like checklists, because that's basically how I use my classic vertical line, is as like a checklist form. So I inputted those in and I like them. I think they came out really cute. I'm not sure if the polka dots really match the spread the way that I would have liked, like they do here. I didn't do any polka dots here except for the black and white one. But it's fine. I will live with it. I was able to get this one big quote, and I wanted to at least do one to recreate one of these two. So I'm glad I was able to do that. And then for those of you who don't know how I plan my vertical lines, is I put all of my appointments up at the top. So any pertinent things that I have going on are right in the top section for me. I don't put them down here in the checklist. So that way, like, I know when I open this book, I know immediately to go and look up top. This is set up a little bit different where I kind of have to like find the date. So it's a little bit more squished and conjoined in the dashboard. And so that's kind of one qualm that I have about the dashboard. One thing that I have in the dashboard that I don't have in this is the daily gratitude. So I try to do this as often as I can. You know, I do have my journaling book that I'm trying to make a routine. That's also by the Happy Planner. But some weeks I haven't gotten very great at it yet. I thought I would be like totally in on it, but I just haven't been. So that's one good thing I love about the dashboard, is I have this box right here already done for me, where I can go in at the end of every day and write in what I was grateful for that day. This one, I would literally have to make a section for it. So I would have to put extra boxes in, something of that nature, like somewhere along here. I'll kind of show you an example really quickly of something I did a couple of weeks ago. So I never filled this out, which I'm kind of bummed about because I absolutely love this spread. I might even back plan. I don't know. We'll see. It's from 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah. So I don't know, but I put in the boxes myself, and my goal was to create these into a daily gratitude box like I do in the dashboard. And I think in long term, it would make sense and it would look really, really great. However, executing it was a whole nother thing. I'm not sure if I'd be able to fit everything, if that makes sense. Also in this spread, I didn't do a best of. My goal was to just do like a journaling for this week. I used to do that quite a long time ago, where I just journaled about the week in the sidebar. And I almost feel like that could be something I could go back to, because it just makes it a little bit easier. It's less stress on my mind, because it's not something I have to come to do every day. So I do feel like that's something that I could go back to. And I feel like if I had filled this out with the intentions of what I had, I think that I would have been in love with the after pen because I love how this came out. So the intent is there, the option is there. I just didn't do it here. And truth be told, I kind of just forgot. So could I go back in and add those boxes in? Yes, but I'm not going to. I actually really like this. I like how it looks. I think it came out really cute. So I'm okay with this. Another thing that I have in my dashboard that I do not have in this is my personal to-dos and work to-dos, my self-care, and my calls and texts. So I treat my vertical lined like almost like a daily, just not an hourly. So I literally would go in and put all of my to-dos that I have for this week. So as you can see in this one, I actually went in and did these little tiny boxes and colored them in with my color scheme, and instead of leaving everything blank. This is something new that I wanted to try. I saw another fellow planner babe do this on Instagram. And even though my boxes are not stenciled in and not neat like hers are, I think that it could be really cute once you go in and like write it in and then like check it off. I just think it would look really, really cute. So I wanted to give it a try. And I think it adds a little bit something extra to the page. Typically, when I do these checklists, I end up just doing arrows like this. And as you can see, it's a little bit messy. The spots where I put in like checklist stickers or little dots, it looks a little bit neater and a little bit more put together. And that's why I thought, you know what? It might force me to like stay in that space. So that's why I did that. But I can go in and literally put in what I want to do for work that day, what I want to do for personal to-dos that day. So basically, all 4 of these little sections get put into this one little breakdown list. Sometimes it's actually a little bit easier for me that way, just because with this, I have to like train my brain to look in this section, remind myself to look over here. Whereas this, it's all in one list. It's all in one spot. This is one reason why I've always struggled with the dashboard, is because with a vertical line, you're planning like this. And with a dashboard, you're planning like this. And planning wise, like, yes, it's just not how that's how you read, but it's just not how my brain works. So that's why with the dashboards, it has taken me a little bit longer to get used to checking in these sections. And sometimes I almost want to like carry over here, what's over here. And then I end up having duplicate things. So like over here we'll say laundry, and then over here we'll say laundry. Shouldn't really matter what day I do laundry. But it's almost like I have to double remind myself. Whereas here, I can wake up every morning and write my list. That's kind of why I like this setup a little bit more, if that makes sense. And other than that, you guys, I think I've pretty much recreated this the best way I can to show you in comparison to. And I don't know how well you can see this. I really want to try and give you guys the best like look in both aspects, but it's really hard because my desk is only so big, my camera's only so big. And then the bottom, maybe if I go like this, and then you can see both the bottoms together. And then I'll show you guys them separately. So here is the dashboard from afar. So you've got personal, work, self-care, calls and texts, my reflections for the week, my daily gratitude box, and then all of my just like plans for the week. I will say I do like how this looks. I do like how the dashboard's decorated, and I do like how it's big and I have more space. You guys know that I love the Big Happy Planner. Here is the monthly that we did earlier. It's just something that makes my brain happy because it's just more white space. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. And then I will pull this away and we will put this in front of you guys. I'll zoom this in a little bit. All right, and there you have the classic vertical lined. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at these with you guys and I'm still struggling. I think the bottom line is my brain is a mess right now, and making a decision on anything these days has been so hard for me, and it's becoming clear that I'm still having a problem with that. So doing this with you guys is going to help me. So if you could please please leave me a comment down below in the description box and just let me know which one you like better, which one would you plan in more. And I think that might help me a little bit. Sometimes I just need a little advice. You know, at the end of the day, I don't always let the advice sway me, but because I'm having so much trouble lately, maybe I'll let you guys, my community and my audience, speak for me for once, because I just can't decide. I really can't. I know a lot of people love the dashboard, and I know I can make these sections into other things. Like if I really wanted to, I could put these over here and then use this for something else. But, you know, there's not a lot of spot in the day-to-day. The other thing is, as I said in the beginning of this video, this is a undated planner. This one is a dated, so if I decide to go forward with this one, I do have to date everything. But, you know, I gotta let that go because it only took me an extra 5 minutes maybe to do that. So there's the monthly again in the big, and then the monthly. I love the monthly in the classic. I think the monthly in the classic size looks so darn cute compared to here where it just, again, it's a lot of white space, but because I didn't go crazy with stickers, it almost looks a little bit empty compared to the classic one. And it's crazy, like I like the classic size monthly, but I like the big size weekly. So I have issues, you guys. I just have issues and I need to let them go. So yeah, I think that they both came out so cute. They're both very different. I think that's the other thing that has me a little stuck. So do me a favor, guys, and comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Here they are, classic vertical lined, big, undated dashboard. And I'm probably going to get off of here with you guys and debate on my own terms. So if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you did so by joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Happy Planner Day. Stay magical and happy planning. Bye.